Dude, he does not want to lay that Kaya and take 3 damage and give me a card. It is a lot. But now, to lay our own... Oh, get out of here.
That was an easy job.
Yo, guys, thank you so much, guys and girls, for joining me here. This is Orzhov, Silverquill, and Strixhaven is upon us. This is my first deck of the season. Sorry, I was a little bit AFK at the start there. I think Strixhaven has the sauce that I like. I think that I like this literally set way more than Kaldheim. I'm just gonna flat out say it. I like it more than Kaldheim already after 2 days. Elite Spellbinder, very strong card. So this is sort of the build around of the deck, guys. If you haven't seen this card, I will be releasing a top like 10 cards to spend your wild cards on video very soon. This would be number 1. I think that being that it's just 1 white mana, it's 3 mana total, right? In the casting cost, and when it has an enter the battlefield trigger, so you can blink it, things like that, and it has a look at the target opponent's hand clause built into it on a blink effect. Cool, we don't usually see that. You may exile a non-land card from it for as long as that card remains exiled. Its owner may play it, so basically they can pay it, but they have to cast it for 2 more, so they have to pay 2 more. It's a little bit of a delay. But say they want to cast their Elspeth Conquers Death, their Kaya, their Elder Gargaroth, their Questing Beast, whatever, their threat on turn 4-5. This can make it a turn 6-7 or something like that, if you catch my drift. And if they don't have any built-in ramp or card draw, they can just be stuck and never able to cast that card. Now, you will notice this is a Cleric deck. The other great card in the deck is Silverquill Silencer, probably the actual builder out, but I'll get to him in a second, guys. Also has a sort of a hate clause built into it there. You choose a non-land card. Whenever opponent casts a spell with a chosen name, they lose 3 life, and you draw a card. Now, let me come back to this in just a second. But this is a Cleric deck. We have Aura, the Hierophant, guys. Absolutely amazing. Whenever a Cleric dies, or Aura dies, you return a Cleric card with lesser mana value from your graveyard to the battlefield. So, when Aura dies, we can bring back a Spellbinder. When Taborax dies or something, we can bring back a Silencer. When any of our 2-drops die, whatever, we can bring back a Speak Crypt. That happens. We run 3, so at least we have 1 we can bring back, like, sort of at all times. So that's cool. And then we run 3 Duresses in here, which goes along with the looking at the opponent's hand thing. So we can take out the things we don't want to deal with, and then postpone the things we think that we also don't want to deal with, but they also can't eventually cast. So we have a lot of hate in that sense. So the Silverquill Silencer, again, losing 3 life and giving us a card is insane. If we take out all of their things with Spellbinder, right, Duress, right, Humiliate, reveal a hand, choose a non-land card, discards that card, and then you put a counter on the creature. So a little bit of a cool card here. We just run 1 copy, though. We have cards like that, right, to take out the big threats, and then just, it's like we set up the game the way we want it to be. We really do with this deck. And then we have this amazing modal card, or flip card, whatever you want to call it, double-sided. It's a 2/3 Cleric, right? Selfless Glyph Weaver, very good. You can exile it at instant speed. Creatures you control get indestructible if you don't want your board to die, right? You can do this, very good. And then late in the game, if you have 8 mana as our sort of panic button, way late in the game if we have nothing else and we top deck this, we can destroy everything except for one of our biggest guys. Say our Taborax that's growing a lot of counters, or our Clerics of Life's Bond that's growing a ton of counters. I'll go over this card. Whenever a Cleric enters the battlefield under your control, you gain a life. A little bit of sustain, right? Helps us survive against aggro. You'll see in the video today, amazing games. Like, seriously. Like, oh my goodness. And when you gain life for the first time each turn, you put a counter on Clerics of Life's Bond. So, very good. That can get up to like a 7/7, something like that. You'll see we stop like an Ember Cleave with this guy, right? Luminarch Aspirant. Absolutely cool. I want to run more, but we just can fit 2 in the 2-drop slot. It's already kind of cluttered, and really just helps us grow. It's also a nice target to bring back with Aura, with Aura's ability if we really need to. So very good. 1 Skyclave Cleric. We took out a planes to make it 23 lands and added a Sky Cleric. We don't really need lands desperately, and we have a nice cluster in the 2-drop slot. So as long as we have 2 mana, we can usually coast, you know, for a few turns, survive for a few turns, do relevant things for a few turns. We obviously want to hit 3 mana and start getting down the Spellbinder. Now this is a 2-drop slot, but they just sort of work together so well. That's how it actually looks. Then Elspeth, 2 of these, 2 Kayas, absolutely great. This little 4 package here works very well together. You can obviously bring back Kaya with Elspeth, things like that. Doomskar, Panic Button, need to, yes, yes, yes. Also, we can foretell if we have really nothing better to do. The one thing I will say is you do want to lay this guy later in the game rather than like before. But if you do have to lay it before and sort of guess, say you see green, maybe they have like a Lotus Cobra, and maybe you don't want to name Lotus Cobra, name Cultivate, right? Name Migration Path, right? Name these ramp cards that are prevalent. Say, I went against, I saw just a blue mana and a green mana and an Edgewall Innkeeper, right? And I was like, oh, he's going to cast Petty Theft, right? You can just predict that. So I named Petty Theft. Next thing I know, he had his 2 mana left. He never used it. Then just casted Brazen Borrower as a creature the next turn, so as to get around that. He really didn't want to lose 3 life and give me a card. It's actually very strong, especially if you have 2 of these on the field. You can name like, you know, Elder Gargroth. They're not going to want to lay that. They're going to postpone, or Vorinclex or something. They're going to want to like do something else, maybe. You know, depending on the board state, really. But anyway, if they do end up laying those cards, like Vorinclex, these monocolored cards, we could take them out with our 3 copies of Vanishing Verse. So very good deck. I think that's about everything. We have a very nice little mana pool. Snarls are okay. I run 3. I think they're actually decent. 4 of these, absolutely the best lands ever. And yeah, Scries are nice since we don't have too much card draw other than, you know, our cool little triggers. And Taborax, our anti-board wipe. Absolutely great. Just whenever one of our creatures dies, draw a card. Absolutely great. Such a good card. And it is flying, so add some evasion there. The decks were fantastic. I really hope you check them out today. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And sorry for being gone. And missed you. Alright, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy this video. Let's get it. So here we are, guys. Game number 1. And this is going to be a good hand. Yeah, look at this. We got 4 mana. We got Taborax, Elite Spellbinder, and we got a 5-drop ready to go once we get 1 more. So I think we'll take it. Probably lead with the Scry here. You know what I'm saying? I'm such a dork. Nah. Yeah. Nah. So that's a great card. Selfless Glyph Weaver. Let's go to it. So this card, creatures you control get indestructible if you exile it. So it covers your entire board, and it's a 2/3 meanwhile. Attached to a board wipe on the other side. Now we'll lay this because we don't have a swamp. And this card here, which I probably covered in the intro. Hopefully my voice wasn't too weird, the mic thing was up there. Is a very good card. When you enter the battlefield, you choose a non-land card name. Whenever they cast that card, they lose 3 life and you draw a card. So you have to be careful what you choose, so you want to use it a little bit later than usual. Often you'll want to get to the Spellbinder and use some of your other 2-drops the turn prior. So we're against Germany here. That's our opponent, Germany. Up in Diamond, finally hit Diamond, guys. It's a little slow on it recently. Oh, interesting. Yeah, we should get rid of this. Make that obsolete. Now that this is a 6-drop, he probably won't ever cast this card. And yes, Kaya is more of the threat, right? But we have other ways of getting Kaya out of his hand, which we will hopefully draw into. We also have an Elspeth in case. Alright, let's swing. It's no removal or nothing. Alright, now that Taborax is down, he's basically gonna cover all our clerics, right? Or whenever a non-token creature dies, not even just clerics, you get a counter. But if it was a cleric, you draw a card, which is a good part. You lose a life as well. Who cares? Okay. What a beautiful target for an Elspeth. Go ahead and lay Kaya next turn. I don't care. I have an Elspeth on the field. And 2 big boys. Now that the fact that the Exiles gets around Tabrak. Yeah, hopefully my voice wasn't too whack at the beginning there. Guys. And girls. Hope you guys have been doing good. I was AFK at the beginning of Strixhaven. Playing Valorant. Yeah, I wanted to play a first-person shooter. A little bit more of a fast-paced game for a second. Kind of refresh myself on that end. But I jumped back to Magic and I'm loving it. It's totally refreshed. Now we got all these new fun cards to play with. Let's go, baby. Okay, I really like Strixhaven. Even more than Kaldheim. I'm just going to say that right now. Well, I've been playing for 2 days. But I'm going to say that right now. So we lay this. Clerics of Life Spawn. Absolute powerhouse. Lay this card. Oh, what's he going to lay? Is it going to be a Kaya? It was probably right there. Exonerable? Is that what it is? Wait, view. Yeah. Okay. See, we could just take it out of his hand, but we want him to lay it. No swings. Go ahead and lay Kaya. We need to do Exile my Elspeth. Oh, I could have swung last turn because Elspeth could have brought something back, right? And Tabrax's thing. Oh, that would have made way more sense to do. Either of these being brought back and getting that draw card. It's good. But we're flexing on them. Doesn't really matter too much. So yeah, when we're not against blue, we do great. When we get countered, we do bad. It's kind of one of those decks. Orzhov tends to be that way, though. I think blue is just dirty against most Orzhov decks. Silverquill, if you will. For all the Harry Potter fans. So yeah, Cleric of Life spawn, obviously, every time another Cleric hits the battlefield, you gain a life. That's why this is a Cleric deck. It's gonna get big. No, go ahead and lay your Kaya. Taking out the glass casket. Actually, no. What am I doing? I should have done that to the Kaya. Whatever, man. Who knows? No, you know what? We're not even gonna get the Kaya. We're gonna get stupid Molecule Rebirth. Yeah, get out of here. And we're just gonna swing, man, because Tabrax is on the field, so it's like good if they die. Say this guy dies, right? Doesn't matter. We can bring him back with a lot of cards in the deck. Not too many, but Elspeth would have been good. We have Vanishing Verse, right? Kaya's the only thing. It's just not gonna cut it, right? We can just take out. We have a lot of power on the field here. They could get a good top deck. I'm not sure what. I mean, they have access to a 4-mana glass casket, then they have 1 more mana, so. Yeah, it's when another non-token creature, so not Tabrax himself. Yep. Ooh, a Luminarch. Okay, that can help here. That will help a lot. Lay the Kaya. Use your whole turn laying a Kaya. It's fine. He doesn't want it. I've been playing mind games with this guy, man. Very elite Spellbinder, right? Just it's like a Brazen Borrower with an enter the battlefield trigger. That's good. So that's easier to cast. I mean, obviously it doesn't have the Brazen Borrower spell, which makes Brazen Borrower OP, but you know what I'm trying to say. Now that we have Aura, though, yeah, now that we have Aura, but, man, yeah, I mean, we swing, right? The Youthful Angel will die no matter what. Okay. Perfect. Look at this. Yes. Name Kaya. I'm so bad. Okay, name Kaya. Draw a card. Thank you, sir. Oh, we got our own! Dude, he does not want to lay that Kaya and take 3 damage and give me a card. It is a lot. But now, to lay our own. Oh, get out of here.
That was an easy job.
He's so tilted. He doesn't die here. Wait, does that guy have lifelink? How did I have lifelink? Oh, this guy has lifelink. Duh. Aura's OP. So whenever another cleric dies, you just return a cleric with a lesser mana value. Which, so if a Spellbinder dies,
If the job is wrong,
right?
I
Usually you
change
got your
it.
value of your Spellbinder already. You just immediately bring back the Silencer. Which, threatens to... Wait, what? Okay, I was like, wait, I could just swing in. And then we got another Aura, Luminarch, Banishing Burst to take out the Glass Casket if we do things like that. So very powerful, very control-y. And we had a Castle Lockland on the field. If we ran out of sauce, we could start drawing cards because we usually have enough life. Yeah, very strong first game. Let's get into some more. Okay, so good hand, but we're against Gian Markab 94, which is a strange name, one that makes me think he's good. And he has the new avatar, which means he's probably playing Golgari, the new Dina avatar. So it's a pest deck, is what I'm trying to say. It's a pest deck. Let's see how this goes. So snarls are weird. I like them though. All we have to do is reveal this, which doesn't matter too much. Let's immediately duress. Yeah, I mean, Embercleave's far away. So take out the Frostbite, right? Can start taking this out. It's mono red, gotta love it. Okay. It is not pest. Oh, it's a Rim Rocket. So we know for a fact he's going to lay the Bolt Hound next turn. So we can just reveal that same swamp, right? Yeah, we want to... Yeah. Yeah. We want to do that. Because we want to get down Cleric of Life spawn so we can start gaining a little bit of life, growing this guy, right? And have a more educated target. If we lay him later. Ooh, he had a Funeral lined up. Okay, maybe a little premature on my end. But you know what? Now we can just take out the Bolt Hound from ever being a problem. Elite Spellbinder is good. It's good. Guys, there's a good human deck. There's human decks going around right now. Because there's a lot of just, obviously, clerics, but then a lot of human clerics. Things like that. You just throw Rally of the Ranks in there and stuff, and you can get some massive damage across. Seriously. Okay. You know what? Prepping the Doomskar might be better. Yeah. Might be better. I'm a little scared. So he doesn't hit his mana, which is really good. But I like the idea of getting rid of both of these cards right now. That's pretty strong. Now I can't lay another card. That's unfortunate. But yeah, wipe. Go away. Goodbye. Come back again another day. Not today. Oh, it's a grabber. A double robber, and he has an Embercleave in hand, and then he steals an aura, which would have been perfect. Okay, man. Bye, Embercleave. What you gonna do about it? Yeah, it might cost whatever less, but it costs 8 now. So you gotta, yeah, you gotta account for that shit. Alright. He has a Faceless Haven. So he has a lot of damage on the field, actually. We want to block the Faceless Haven with the Spellbinder. Probably take 4 here. I'm not really worried about the robbers. For them, I have to do that. I have to do that. It's gonna be a tight one. Okay, we have a Kaya, which is lovely. However, the best thing to do is this. Yeah. 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 Okay. Alright, baby. There you go. Let go. Get out of here. Stealing my shit. Oh no, he can lay all that shit. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna kill one of them. This is interesting. So Kaya's the move to take out Aura, yeah. I only want to mess around. That's obviously what we're doing.
Focus. I got a job to do.
Okay.
It's the least.
Now I think, yeah, definitely that. I think keep back the Luminarch. We could sacrifice the Luminarch if we needed to, but gaining life, come on back, baby. Woo! This is a good one. I like these races against like mono red, other than, you know, he probably has this for I don't know, maybe that new dragon or something. I don't know. Everyone's messing around. That's kind of what I waited. I feel like Strixhaven was a complicated set. I couldn't approach it as easily as the other set, so I needed a few days to process and watch some videos and stuff. So he has Embercleave. Didn't even realize that. 4, 6, 2. So he is gonna cast it. That looks so odd. That looks so odd. But trust. Yeah. Yeah. That was the best move. Whew. I had to think about that. Yeah, that was the best move for sure. So we have 8, 9. Okay, we have this as a blocker. Right, this will just be +1. Okay, it doesn't even matter. So this. Yeah.
Ghosting feels weird, right?
I think we're gonna name Robber in case he gets another one. Or no, should we name whatever? Name him that. He's 7, so we can survive. I was gonna name that second half of Rimrock Knight or whatever, in case he, you know, pluses the Rimrock Knight shit and then whatever, but he didn't get it. Okay, cool, let's go. That was a good game. We played it, I think, perfectly. Very strong deck. You can see the control and just, you know, the creatures synergize and they're just progressive creatures. Each one helps each other. It sort of complements each other. And then we have good things like Kaya, Elspeth, Doomskar, sort of reset our board and things like that. Aura, great cards. Tabarax is a great card. And that's Selfless Glyph Weaver I want to show off. We haven't quite showed off the power of that yet. So let's get into at least one more. Yo, game number 3, guys. Sorry, I was a little late on the intro there. But I just drew the swamp, so this would have been the hand to the left, right? I think it's good enough. Sorry, opponent, I'm taking forever, I know. I was checking my phone and spaced out quite a bit after reading a disturbing message. Barge. Ooh. Get rid of that. Okay, so Barge in there, interesting card, gives +2/+2, and each non-attacking creature, tramp. Actually, very overlooked card from whatever set that was. Ikoria? Oh, that's Throne of Eldraine, interesting. Okay, so Vanishing Verse is good, I think probably right away, but nah. Let's see what he's got, you know what I mean? Leonin Light Scribe, if you haven't seen, has been going around as a very powerful card from the set. And I think it is quite good, as you can see there. At least we got the Bone Crush out of his hand. Sorry about my phone blowing up. Let's just play this. See, he's gonna cast get rid of that. See what he top decks. That could bite me in the butt. If he gets a land, he probably would have laid it already. Sorry, my eye had one of the eye crusties. Gross. So he might have drawn another one, but it's still not even worth it. So block. He just went ahead and used all 3 mana. Thought he would go for the Bone Crusher, right? Or just lay the other Light Scribe. So I'm kind of happy with that. We're getting a little bit closer to Elspeth, which is good, but we have 2 more mana in hand, so that's frustrating. Let's see what he does here. If he can't cast, he needs 2 reds for Calamity. You see, we have a lot of control of looking at our opponent's hands all the time in this deck. It's very good. Get out of here. I'm tired of you. The other thing about targeted Bone Crusher is we take 2. And I'd rather just probably trade. And that doesn't have a color, so we couldn't have targeted that. Goodbye, Crystalline Giant, before you get your Hexproof. And now we have a little bit of momentum. We can get a nice, clean swing in. I like this. I like that he's stuck without having a second red. Wow, mana for everyone. I guess that's good enough. I don't want to swing, because I want to trade with that Bone Crusher. Come on, swing. If he dies and then just lets me bring back Elite Spellbinder, right? He's so stupid. Sorry, but that's so dumb. Yeah. Sorry, Kid Mythic. I didn't mean to call you out like that. But yeah, let's look at your other 2 cards. Okay, that's fine. He had a plan for it, but you know, still it goes off. Yeah, no Banishing Light for you. That's for damn sure. He'd probably be confused if I swung, but no. you know, I kind of want him to die so we can draw more cards at Tabrax, but don't get the second red. We're getting so lucky on that end, honestly, because I just don't have an answer for this Calamity Baron right now. Since we got all the mana in the world, just, I don't know. We don't even have that. We have like 23 lands, I think. At least, yeah. On one of my final versions of the deck, I was as low as 23 lands and fine. You know, the most you need is 5, and you hardly even need 5. You really just need to get to like 4, so you can lay like 2 2-drops a turn. I tweaked this deck quite a bit. Turn down the volume. But I think the Clerics really just drills it home. Now, yeah, we wanna do this. Yup, there we go. Yup, there we go. Yeah, that's why you just have a ton of creatures in this deck. You can always trigger this guy. I like him quite a bit. I really do. Yeah, Tabrax needs to be our win con. Let's go. Not really our win con, but you know, if we put just one more counter on him next turn, they're 2 swings away. Banishing Light obviously costs 5. It would take his whole turn here, but whatever. He has to choose one of the 2 cards, right? So, okay. So now Bone Crusher will do double damage, right? Double damage if it's a giant source. So this has to block. Drawing cards all day. Yeah. Bye. I know I could have saved that for Banishing Light, but oh, that's an Exile. It's not in his hand. I was like, that would have been cool. See, if he has what is it, 5 counters? He has 4. Darn. Super close to having lifelink right now. That would be cool. Go ahead and use your Banishing Light on Tabby. I actually might have messed up there. Nah. See, he got a giant killer. Okay. Okay. Dude, if we could take out this giant killer, but we can't, we'd win, you know what I mean? So do we save this? Okay, so this is what we do. We swing. He has to block. So he's going to Banishing Light the Aspirin next turn. Do we use this now? Is the question. Yeah. Oh no. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that. I am. I don't want to die this Leo and Light Scribe. I want to get this 3rd trigger off quicker. I'm gambling here. Don't have another barge in. Okay. Oh my god, we got a Kaya. Whew, I took such a gamble, man. I took such a gamble. We got a Kaya. Okay, the rest first. Bye, whatever that is. Bye. Oh no. Okay. Don't play like me. That was not good. What I did was not good. Yeah, obviously, yeah. Well, not obviously, but definitely. He's probably so frustrated. If he gets like lifelink immediately with this giant. Alright. He gets an ability basically at the beginning of combat every turn. Vigilance. Okay. Okay. Leonin Light Scribe. So yeah, no. We let the Kaya die, so we just immediately bring back the Kaya. It's probably the best choice anyway. Yeah. I think he did that twice to us. Okay, get rid of that. Goodbye. Hit him with the old GG. Oh, it was a good game, guys. That was fun. I really like racing these like red-white decks right now. I haven't gone against too many like dedicated spirit decks that are actually like thorough good spirit decks. I'm gonna do a take on that soon. Also, probably my next video will be the Prismari, the Izzet, the blue-red sort of dragon treasure deck. I have a pretty good build of it already, which will definitely be my next one. But I think those were 3 really good games to sort of showcase what this deck does, guys. Let's go ahead and get into the wrap-up. And if you're heading out without the wrap-up, don't forget to like it. I would really appreciate you. What's up, guys? So this is seriously one of my favorite decks to play right now. Strixhaven is very strong. Selfless Glyph, we were going to show off as much as I would have liked to this video. That would be the only card, but super good inclusion. Even both halves are very good. Like, you won't even believe, especially when you have things like Tabrax. So if you want them to die, you can draw cards, right? If you don't want them to die, you can keep them alive. Very good. So might seem anti-synergistic, but really just gives you a lot of options. Elite Spellbinder, super powerful. You guys know what's up. We saw our nice little 6-card 1-drop slot do very well this game. Duress and Speaker of the Heavens performed very well. Luminar Aspirant, you know, absolutely a powerhouse. Can't say much about it. It's just raw power, reoccurring power. Gives that to the deck. Clerics of Life's Bond, Overperformer. You could probably lower 1 copy maybe of this. Add something else somewhere if you really wanted to. But Overperformer. Humiliate. Good. Don't need more than 1 copy though. Sometimes you'll cast this and you won't have a creature on the field, so it's just like an Agonizer Remorse, whatever. But you know. Still good. Definitely good. You could run Agonizer Remorse in this deck too if you wanted to. Silverquill Silencer. Cool. Vanishing Burst. Cool. Everything was great. Doomskar, Elspeth, Kaya. This package at the top will help sort of close the game out as your little creatures sort of swing in. But you do need to be careful with that. So anyway, that was it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for swinging by, and I'll see you next one. Bye.